shotgun and passenger seat. Call me crazy, but I think we had a chance, you know. Life's that way, there's different places that we gotta go. Take me back to July when things were alright. We would stay up all night waiting for sunrise. Take me tonight, dude. No matter wherever you go, I'm after you. And I don't care about the money, care about the cars, but my heart is my lifeline. It's my lifeline. Girl, you committed a crime. You left me so broken. Remember you tell me, say, me you're the only one. You're looking at my eyes, how my love can done. You ripped out my heart, and now she on the run. Get somebody down, 911. She's taking my identity. If somebody come, run. I feel like I can hardly breathe. If another man takes my place, I swear I'll go out. So judge, settle the trial. No matter what tonight, dude. Where tonight, dude. No matter wherever you go, I'm happy. And I don't care about the money, care about the cars, but my heart is my lifeline. It's my lifeline. Girl, you committed a crime. She thought she could hurt me and let me go. She thought she could play me for a fool. I know. She thought you were staying, but you were gone. You did me wrong. Somebody's down, 911. She's taking my identity. Somebody come, run. I can hardly breathe. If another man takes my place, I swear I'll go out. So judge, settle the trial. No matter what tonight, dude. Where tonight, dude. No matter wherever you go, I'm happy. And I don't care about the money, care about the cars, but my heart is my lifeline. It's my lifeline. Girl, you committed a crime. Girl, you committed a crime. Now you committed a crime. Oh no. Girl, you committed a crime. No matter what tonight, dude. Where tonight, dude. No matter wherever you go, I'm happy. And I don't care about the money, care about the cars, but my heart is my lifeline. It's my lifeline. Girl, you committed a crime.
Again, here comes my pain again. On my mind, I can't hide it towards me. I'll hide from the storm, I'll keep myself warm. You remind me of who I really was. You make me smile with the way your body walks. All the while I watched your mouth as you talked. We spent our days alive down in lover's lust. You take my hand and make my soul and body lost. Here comes my pain again. On my mind, I can't hide it towards me. I'll hide from the storm, I'll keep myself warm. You remind
You're listening to Trevor Francis on the Tilton Talk Show.
The Tilton Talk Show on srbradio.com.
We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Birmingham City, down at St Andrews, we are all supporters of our team. We chant a super blues, ringing all around. Now all you blue boys know what we mean. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy.
Welcome to the Tilton Talk Show, sponsored by Image Cleaning. The draw has been made in the FA Cup, and we have got Manchester United at home as long as we can see off Huddersfield. A great fight back by Blues on Saturday as Premier League boys couldn't hold on to their 1-0 advantage, so the draw has been made, and if we now beat them at St Andrews, we have to then beat Manchester United to get into the last 8. It pretty much looks like our squad is going to remain as it is as the window shuts on Wednesday, and I can't see Mr Fun being inspired to travel to Wast Hills for the last minutes of the window, but only time will tell. Massive game under the lights tomorrow at Stands as we welcome Sunderland and hopefully send them back up north with an empty pot. Graham, our friend of the show and Sunderland blogger from the Roker Report, will once again be joining us around 8 o'clock. So, again, strap yourselves in and get ready for the ride on the world's one and only Tilton Talk Show.
It's Birmingham forever. Let's hear it from the stand. So come on, City, sing this song once more. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? We are the lads from the Tilton.
Well, welcome to Monday night's Tilton Talk Show. What a draw that was. I've been saying all day to Sharon's brother, who's an avid Manchester United supporter, come on, let us draw your boys. Let us draw your boys. We'll show you what's what, mate. Are we stopping in, going out? We've got to get past Huddersfield, of course, first.
Yeah, obviously that's point number one. You know, we've got to beat the replay, win the replay. You know, but what an incentive to do so. You know, if there was a doubt of do we put out a strong team, or you know, are we worried about the league? Just you know, you've got a live televised game against Man United in the wings if you beat Huddersfield. So
Clappers, no clappers.
get lost. No, but you know, obviously, you know, it's a massive incentive, and really, I think for the fans more than anything, you know,
We've been waiting for this a long time, haven't
We've
we?
deserved it. Do you know what I mean? The rubbish we've put up with over the last.
But we've got to get through Huddersfield first.
Yeah,
That's an
exactly.
absolute-
Of course, yeah. But you've also got, you know, obviously the Sunderland game and Sheffield Wednesday before that. So yeah.
Sunderland game time was massive, huge.
Gigantic.
Can't put any more importance on that one. That's probably equally as big as if we get through and play the Man United game.
Oh yeah, possibly bigger. Yeah.
In terms
I mean, the situation we're in, you know, your next game is the biggest game of the season, isn't it? Still, so you know, we're still in the bottom three, and we need to pick up those 3 points against a relegation rival. So, yeah, it's the biggest game of the season so far. Yeah.
Right, okay, so before we go any further then, we always do these sad things right at the beginning of the show, and we lost a really good friend on Friday, Tricia Roy, whose husband Alan. We've become very, very, very good friends with their son was killed on the same day as Barry, and sadly she lost a battle to cancer on Friday, so we've had a bit of a rough weekend, to say the least, and Alan's a Newcastle fan and he quite often listens in. and I'm sure he'll pick this up at some point in time. He knows just how we feel. He knows just how we feel. So, okay, right.
Always sad.
I just can't believe what's just happened.
Yeah.
We've just potentially drawn Man United at
But
home in the FA Cup. You wanted Tottenham.
I wanted Spurs away or Coventry away. Yeah.
Why Coventry away? What was the attraction with that one for you?
'Cause it's local, and we'd take 6,000, and we'd probably beat them, and you get to the last 8, and you're even closer to a game at Wembley, or obviously, with Spurs away, because that would be Wembley, wouldn't it? You get your Wembley away day then.
Up the street, couldn't we? We've been back there again.
Well, yeah. So,
but Eddie, that didn't happen. What's happened to Mr. Happy Face? Get some makeup on. Been asking for makeup.
I've got a certain aura about me. Yeah.
There is, I need to turn
Some
it down.
flies again around your head. Look at them.
Looking good.
Don't forget, guys, all you've got to do is share this stream on your personal Facebook page to be in chance for winning some prizes. Those will be drawn out next week. Do we have a competition for this week to be drawn out later?
We do, yeah. Sure,
okay, we'll do that a bit later on. Let's crack in. That's wonderful. The game Saturday, we came back resilient.
Yeah.
Second half, good goal.
Yeah. Good finish.
Good finish, yeah. I had to watch Match of the Day twice because I must have blinked twice and missed it. Okay. It was on for milliseconds.
Yeah.
Just nothing. Next to nothing, which was a bit disappointed because...
you can understand it to a degree, it's a pretty... it's a Premier League team fighting relegation against a Championship team fighting relegation, so the interest in it in that sense isn't exactly, nationwide. But we've that's twice now. Preston away in the league, and then the Huddersfield game. We've gone 1-0 down, and a lot of times this season 1-0 down means we've lost.
That's it, game over. Yeah.
But twice now, you have to say is credit to the players, credit to the staff. They've got them believing in themselves again. They're not giving up like the way they were at the start of the season. Jutkovic has took his goal really well, like you say, a very good finish. He's won it back off the centre half, and a quick finish into the corner. And we look like we could have sneaked it possibly towards the end. I know Huddersfield had a chance as well in injury time, But yeah, I think the fact that we're coming from behind and we're showing a bit of fight and resilience, and the quality's getting a little bit better as well, which obviously for me is key as well. So.
Yeah, because it just seems to be that they're kind of gelling together a little bit more now, and
I think they're making a point to show how cohesive they are, if you like, and the fact that they are much more a unit now than they were a few months ago. Everything they do at the moment seems to be, the pre-match huddle, and when they celebrate, everyone's around them, pumping their fists to the crowd when they got the draw on Saturday. I think, I think they're trying to make a point that, things are better. We are more of a unit.
And Checkenboy was a machine. I'm sorry, but he was a machine.
By all accounts, he was all right. Yeah. But what do you want to say? There's nothing more to say.
Nothing more to say. Nothing more.
The whole team are playing better.
Yes, without
and when your team's playing better, some players do look better. Do I think I haven't changed my opinion on him, but when the team's playing better, everybody looks better. And again, when nobody can keep the ball, and he's one of your midfielders that needs to keep the ball and he's not, then he looks even worse. But if Hotter in the number 10, but looked like he was excellent, very lively. Jason Lowe came back in midfield,
that was
and
nice
looked like he had a good
Yeah.
game. Jenkinson at right wing back looked like he had a good game. So all these players that have had a bit of criticism and have been in and out of the team, a few of them have come back in and we've performed well against what is a Premier League side at the moment.
If we beat Sunderland tomorrow night, I shall have the belief that we're not, we're going to avoid it again.
We're certainly on our way. Yeah. We'll have Graham on from the Roker Report. I spoke to him on their podcast last week.
Nice guy.
And he said how are the feelings now compared to when we played them a month ago. I think he said it's only like less than 40 days ago since we last played them. We're a world away from the side we were when we went there, aren't we? That the side that lost at home to QPR. We're a different side to that now.
Did you sense that you were probably more confident than they were?
Oh, well, absolutely. Our confidence.
I did listen to it. I did get that. Sense.
100%. Like I think I predicted a win for us tomorrow night, and a month ago I wouldn't have backed us to beat anybody. So
it's good.
Can you see a win tomorrow night then?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. I think.
Win.
No. Not many teams do beat teams convincingly. When you're down the bottom, you tend not to. You just want to get it through the line. Get over the line and get those 3 points because they're so key. And in a game like that, I think it will be. I don't think I can't see us either team running away like 3 or 4-0 winners. But I am confident that we can score goals against them. I'm confident that we're a bit tighter defensively against them. So yeah.
Good to see my lad Scott Spall in with us tonight. Hey up, father, he's just said. Nice to see you, dude. How's that foot? Just let us know because everybody does ask.
Yes.
He's the one that had his bit of a crush. Got him back to the Blues a couple of weeks ago. Loved it. Yeah. Great to see him bouncing back. Jim Grant, are we going to bring anybody in? Well, Steve Cottrell's been on the radio pretty much saying no, unless something specific happens, perhaps last day. But it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like anybody's going to come in, and it doesn't look like anybody's going to go out now. So it looks like we've got what we've got.
Yeah.
Unless, this is football, of course, unless, of course, something happens that, we can't foresee. But he said that he wouldn't lie to the fans. That's one thing he did say today. He would not lie to the fans. And if the fans think he would lie to them, you're very wrong about him.
No, I'm not. But you've got to be very careful as a manager when you come out with things like that because you might not be lying.
Yeah.
But a month ago it was we're looking at bringing people in. We're looking. Hopefully by the end of January when we've brought a couple in and I've got a couple of my players in and things like that. And then a month later, after we've started winning, we've won a couple of games and we're playing a little bit better. We don't need anyone. We're not looking at. And I think he said we haven't been interested in the market the whole way through. I'm not calling him a lot. I find that difficult to believe that we wouldn't have been interested in one player in this window. And if we haven't, then I don't know, that's a little bit concerning.
Yeah, Ray's saying that Cottrell seems to stop short just saying what he actually wants to say.
Well, listen, if what he wants to say is, I've got no money, then I think it's pretty obvious. We've seen our accounts figures that were recently published, and the fact that we haven't brought anyone in after a ridiculous summer and paying off 3 managers in the last year. It's not a massive surprise, really, that we've got no money.
Rob Dawes says it's disappointing we can't bring anybody in. Could indicate the board losing interest. I don't think the board are losing interest. They want to sell that.
No money.
They've got no money.
They're not.
Harry dealt with it.
I wouldn't say lost interest as in they're looking to set. If a right offer comes in, they will sell. But I'm not suggesting that they're going to offload it to the next bidder who comes in.
Yeah.
But in terms of putting their own money in, maybe that's dried up a little bit.
Patrick Farrell's stability is the key, and Daniel Ruan, we can stay up with the team we have got. And Luke Gibbs, we don't need anyone, in my opinion. The team should be higher up. It's our best team in years. Would you agree?
Years?
Potentially.
How many years? I wanted another midfielder. I'm not going to make any bones about that. I wanted someone who was good on the ball. There was a lot of talk about strikers coming in, and I've said Gallagher's your number 1 striker. If Gallagher's fit, Gallagher plays. So
He's got to be played in the right position. He's got to be played in the centre.
Well, yeah, of course, but that's what I'm saying. He is the centre forward from now on until the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jutkovic came in on Saturday and scored a goal. You know, so credit to him because he's keeping a bit of pressure on Gallagher.
Mm-hmm.
But in league games, if Gallagher's fit, he plays up front. You know, so the call for a striker is for me, it's put on a back burner. And that search for a ball-playing midfielder is much more key. But as you say, it doesn't look like we're going to get one.
No, Luke Griffiths, Mr. Happy, I think you're on about Mr. Fun.
Same thing.
Exactly, yeah.
Who was your strongest back two partnership? Dean and Morrison, Roberts makes Tedley look like Gerard Piqué. Never seen a more uncomfortable footballer.
No, I disagree. We played a back three on Saturday.
You disagree? When can I bring VAR in?
Just VAR?
You just disagreed.
Okay, go on. Yeah, that's a good call, yeah. Make the TV. So. Yeah. Roberts and Dean is the best centre-half partnership, I think. I think Roberts and Dean are our best two centre-halves. I think they complement each other quite well. I think we've looked a lot more solid with them too in the back two. I know Roberts made a mistake against Preston with the header back across goal, but
yeah,
I think on the whole he's looked better than Morrison this season.
And going back to signing, Sam says, I think more a matter of abiding by FFP. Paul Gill, is the board being skinned or the FFP rule restricting us? The FFP rule will definitely be restricted.
Yeah, because
due to the amount of money
there's not enough money coming in.
Due to the amount of money that Harry spent as well.
Well, exactly. You know, so that when you go on a splurge like that, you've got to be promoted within 2-3 years. You know, Wolves are going to get away with it because they're going to get promoted and they're going to get a shed load of money from the Premier League. Villa are going to have to get promoted because if they don't, then they're going to be in trouble as well.
Yeah, and on paper it's the best sign we've had for a while from Adam Chambers, but paper doesn't play the matches. And from Anthony Lloyd, the only team that hasn't signed a player this month. Does that mean we're the poorest in the division? No, I think it is down to the financial fair play at the moment.
In that sense, you know, in terms of cash flow, what cash we have available to spend, we probably are. You know, we probably have been looking at loans and things like that, but well, apparently not. Apparently we haven't been interested in anybody, according to the manager. So. And
Robert Doyle says he keeps hearing about VAR. Is it a new blue signing? Come on now, Robert. The comedy shouldn't start till the last half.
Sure, we'll have a discussion about it later.
Somebody doesn't know the script.
Barry Bannon's names have been mentioned. I can't see that one coming up. Can you?
Well, is he drunk again?
Yeah,
he's a very good ball player. He's an excellent ball playing midfielder. He's and he would go down a treat at Blues, but A, he's ex-Villa, so we wouldn't really take to him, and B, he's at Sheffield Wednesday, and he'll cost about 10 million to sign, so you can put him in the Deeney category of people you can't mention because it's completely out of bounds.
Adam Wilkes wants to know if you're still up for a transfer deadline day camp out at West Hills, Mr. Fun. I'll bring a pack of cards. I don't think there'll be much else to do.
I was going to say, we're going to have to find something to keep ourselves entertained because there's going to be no one coming in and out by the looks of things.
And going back to that back three again, do you think the back three can work with Grounds, Dean and Roberts across the back? Look more balanced when Grounds came on, when Steve Cottrell took Dean off due to getting booked. And we at least looked like getting forward and pulling crosses in. Now, he took him off, obviously, because I think he was on his final booking before a 2-match ban, isn't he?
Was it 2 or 1?
It
might be 2, yeah. So, you know, it's sensible. But I think we went 3 at the back. Sheffield United away, I think. And we got a point. But then he kept with it. And the next couple of games, they looked a little bit lost.
Yeah, Adam Wilkes says, oil the blinking door.
Pardon?
Oil the door.
I know, yes, sorry about that.
Sort of, but a UB40.
I went out to get my celebratory drink.
Yeah, go on, sorry.
Yeah, so I think 4 at the back is better going forward. I think 4 at the back is what we will do, what we will play tomorrow night.
Yeah.
You know, he's got, you know, for the last 5 games, he's played pretty much the same side, hasn't he? He's gone 3 in the middle, 2 either side of Gallagher, and he hasn't really changed it up very much. It was only because he's made 7 changes that he probably went back to 3 at the back. But I think away from home, there's a call for it. I think at home, 4 at the back and get players going forward a bit more.
Yeah. Any news on Dean as he was taken off at half-time? Saturday injury, no injury as far as we were aware. It was tactical move.
I haven't heard anything about an injury.
He's on his last booking before he gets a 2-match, either a 1 or a 2-match ban. I'm not sure whether it was, but I'm sure that Steve Cottrell wants him in the squad.
He'll be in for it tomorrow night, definitely.
Yeah. We haven't spent because we've already spent too much previously. I think that's right, Kevin French, to be honest with you.
Most of it on managers.
Yeah. Mr. Fun should sign and play midfield. Him and Ndoye would be a great partnership in midfield. There you go, Anthony Lloyd. You've got some fans out there, you have, haven't you?
Somebody's mentioned Ndoye already.
Might have to give up this show until we get rid of that clown.
I still can't wait for him to do his hat-trick. I just hope it's against Villa.
Yeah. Well,
and David French kind of agree with you there. All we need is a striker. We do need somebody to help. Oh God, what's he done now? Look, a machine. And Doy gets more mentions on this shout box than anybody else,
I'm well aware of that. Yeah.
The show is affected by financial fair play. We need more shares to buy WD-40 for the door.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me if Kuzak goes. Well, he's already gone, hasn't he?
No, I don't think so. But there was definitely talk about him going. Yeah,
I thought, yeah.
But yeah, obviously Stockdale's your number one, and Truman's been on the bench as well. So Kuzak hasn't even been in the squad. So
Luke Griffiths wants to know, lads, is there any truth in the double swoop for Troy Deeney and Barry Bannon? Troy Deeney, I would love to see at the Blues, but I think his wages would just blow us to pieces.
And transfer fee. He's a Premier League club's captain.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So I can't see that.
No.
And I can't see Barry Bannon coming to join us either, personally.
No. When your own manager says we're not bringing anyone in, you're not bringing anyone in. He's not even gone, well, it might be quiet, we might be looking at 1 or 2. We're not bringing anyone in. When the manager announces it, that's pretty much done and dusted. The Birmingham Mail have done their best to put 38,000 names out there again this January, but I don't know where they're getting it from.
Paul Gill saying Sunderland have dropped out of the Chris Martin loan option today.
Again, though, another strike. Is he better than Djukovic? Probably not. For me,
no.
So what's the point? What's the point in if you've hardly got any money? What's the point in wasting money on his wages when you've already got Djukovic who can do the same sort of job as him? So
yeah, Sharon Hudson's just joined. You should be at work. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm reporting that one to the bosses when we get back.
Ken Plaster makes a good comment.
Who, sorry?
Ken Plaster. Having Bramall and Jenkinson back in contention is like 2 new signings.
Yeah, well, it is because the attacking options that they give as well. I think Colin at right back has done really well this season.
Yeah.
And for all the criticism he gets, Grounds is a stable player, but actually, if you want to be taking teams on and getting forward and putting crosses in, Jenkinson and Bramall are better attacking options than Collan and Grounds. So actually, they are good options to have because, like on Tuesday night, that's a massive game. Which if we win that puts us in a much better position than where we are now.
Absolutely.
And actually, if we went Jenkinson and Bramall and took them on, I don't think he will. They played on Saturday, so I don't think they'll play, especially because they haven't played in so long. I'd be very, very surprised to see him play on Tuesday night. But there's the option. He's right. The options, to have the options there, is a much better alternative.
Pete Taylor saying, I think there's a smokescreen from Cottrell on signings. There'll be a deadline day signing. I don't know.
I honestly
don't know.
Honestly don't see it. For him to come, he sounded so negative, didn't he? When he was when they asked it, but and to be fair to him, he's probably been asked it every day by reporters this month. Any news on transfers? Any news on transfers? I'm sure he would love to bring someone in.
Yeah. I just can't see anybody coming in.
He can't bring anyone in. That's quite simple. That appears quite apparent now. So every day he's been asked about it, and now we're getting closer to the window. He's being asked about it more and more. And the one I heard today, I think what you said on the radio, it just sounded like thoroughly fed up of people asking him about bloody transfers.
Well, you would be, though, wouldn't you?
Well, exactly.
Yeah. You get fed up about people asking you about Czech and Boy, don't you?
So I know exactly how he feels. I'm sick to death of that guy's name being popped up every now and then. And it's the same for Cottrell. When he's got no money to spend, he probably does want to bring a midfielder in because he knows none of them can keep the ball. Yeah. And he's being asked about it all the time.
And Andrew Wally says that Lowe is also like a new sign-in. Discuss.
That's. Do you know what that? Obviously, I've just mentioned about the midfielder. I wanted a midfielder. If Jason Lowe can come in and keep the ball better than any of the midfielders we've got, which I spoke to a couple of people who went on Saturday, and they said his ball retention was decent. And he was getting it out to Jenkinson and Bramwell a bit quicker than we've seen this season. Yeah. If he can come in and do that job, that maybe that is like a new signing. His debut against Leeds, by all accounts, that was arguably. I didn't go to that Leeds game, but it sounded like that was probably the best performance of the first half of the season, and that was his debut. And obviously, it was unfortunate he got injured in the next game, but possibly he comes in and But again, he made the 7 changes, and you've got Jenkinson, Bramwell, Djukovic, and Lowe, and Ndoye, who have all come in and staked a claim for starting on Tuesday night and in the coming games.
John Lyon said Cottrell said if someone needs football because of the World Cup, there may be something could happen, but not likely at the moment. Hey, listen, a loan deal could fall through or something. You don't know, do you?
Are they going to come to us, though?
I don't know. Do
you know what I mean? If you're a Premier League player and you're desperate for World Cup football, I'm sure every club in the Championship will be after you. If you're good enough to be going to the World Cup and in the Premier League. But
and here's a good point from Luke Griffiths. He's asking, does Craig Gardner have anything else to give? Looks to me like he's run his race.
I think he's got something left to give. He's a Blues fan, and he can definitely do a job in that midfield at this level. We're not going to see the 30-yard screamers and marauding Craig Gardner that we had 6-7 years ago, because he's not that player anymore. But I think he's still got something to give to us. Yeah.
And Kevin French makes an interesting point here. Steve Cottrell has got the squad together and on his side. Would new faces once again upset the apple cart?
I don't buy the new faces upsetting. That's the manager's job, isn't it? And that's the captain's job, and it's the players' job to welcome new players rather than be afraid of them. I think that might have been, people are wondering whether that was the problem, earlier on in the season and things like that. Players unhappy at people coming in and in their positions, but it shouldn't be that way. And when you are a unit and you are playing well and together, then those sorts of things shouldn't be a problem.
Well, as I say, it's a massive game tomorrow night, and we'll be having Graham on the phone in about 3 minutes or so.
Yep.
Graham is a blogger for the Roker Report.
He has warned me that he may be drunk.
He may be drunk. Yeah, he's on holiday, so whereabouts is he?
Berlin, I think.
Berlin.
Yeah, it makes it a bit more fun, doesn't it?
So. Different, isn't it? Yeah. Different. Berlin. I have been to Berlin. Beg your pardon. So what would your starting 11 be for Tuesday? That's by Ricky Beddy. Stockdale in goal, that's it.
Yeah. Robertson Dean. It's gone well, that.
It's great for radio.
Robertson Dean. What I think it'll be, or what I want it to be, Colin and Grounds. And it'll be Keefton Beld, Davis. Don't know that other midfield. It might be Ndoye. It might be Lowe. It might be Hotter. It depends whether he wants to go for it or not. But it'll be Boga, Magoma, and Gallagher.
Right.
as the front three. Definitely.
Okie dokie.
I think his battery's dying.
Gods, right, okay, Graham will be on the phone in a couple of minutes, so let's look forward to that. Let's turn the Undoy hype down a bit. He's had one good game since he joined, Alex Powell. Yeah, well, we like a bit of
Thank you,
Undoy.
Alex.
We like a bit of Czech Undoy, on the show. It's it brings a little bit of spice into the week.
Well, you say we like it. Some of us may like it.
And Penny Wood, that's the second time I've spilled my wine. I don't know what the issue is that has made you do that, but you need to get a grip. That's one thing you don't spill.
Maybe put the wine down, Penelope.
Oh, no, drink more wine, but don't spill it. This is the Czech and Doy show, sponsored by the Tilton Talk Show.
Yeah, sounds like it, yeah.
Steve Salt, have I missed the Undoy part of the show? Well, the show is dedicated to the whole... I'm going to go through this, right? I am going to count how many times the word Czech and Undoy...
But what's the point? What's the
I just
point
think
in
it's
doing
hilarious,
that?
'cause I
Because we're
love
not
it
going to get anything else done.
When it winds you up,
We're not going to
love
have
it.
anything
I
else
love
done.
it.
We've drawn Man United.
Potentially. We've got Huddersfield to beat.
No. We have drawn Manchester United in the next round of the Cup. On the proviso, we beat them, Huddersfield, but we have drawn Man United. We're on a decent little run. Everybody's together, well, yeah.
Oh, come on. It's a bit of fun. Just a bit of fun.
I don't think it is. I think it's I don't know.
Tom says Lowe, Bramall and Jenkinson all played well enough to warrant a place tomorrow.
Yeah, they have, and that's Cottrell's. That's his responsibility, and that's his job now.
It just keeps coming. It's like a gift that keeps giving, isn't
It
it?
is, yeah. What a gift.
Sorry.
And that's his responsibility now as manager. He's given these players the opportunity to come in and impress, and they have impressed. And now it's his job to decide whether they go again or whether but the good thing, and I think the thing that I've taken from the Huddersfield game the most, is that these options are there again available.
Very much so. Yeah.
We're not a 12-man team anymore, a squad anymore. These players have come in and performed pretty well, and they've shown that they're good enough to be a part of this team.
Do we have Graham? No, we don't have
Gone.
Graham.
His
Unfortunately.
battery just died.
Oh.
Oh, that's a bit of a shame because it would have been nice to have had a little bit of communication with the lads from Sunderland. But hey, if that's not going to happen, then I'll take these off.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll try and get some.
I think Graham predicted a draw on their podcast.
Pardon?
I think Graham predicted a draw in their podcast.
Right.
And the way he was talking, I think they'd probably take that. I think they beat Hull at the weekend at home. A young striker scoring the goal. But I think the way he was talking, I expect him to come and try and tighten up. I don't think they're going to come out and try and blow us away and play us off the park. So I think they might come for a point and try and sneak it on the counter attack. But I think if you offered them a point now, they'd probably take it. Whereas I think it's
we've got to
different
be
for
careful
us.
of tomorrow is that first goal again.
Well, yeah.
First goal scenario.
Normally, I would agree with you, but the last 2 weeks we've shown that we're not that crumbling team anymore. We're a little bit tougher and we're a little bit more resolute and stronger. And even if we do go a goal down, I think the fans will be a bit despondent if we go a goal down. But we're certainly still in the game at 1-0 down.
Gary Barnfield has absolutely no Undoya. What's upsetting Chris? We may as well start the comedy a bit early. Could be a sizable crowd there tomorrow night as well, I think.
I'd certainly hope though.
Especially with the news that we've just had, an hour or so ago.
I don't know if that makes any difference to tomorrow night's game, but certainly, I think the league situation should mean that you're going to get a pretty decent crowd. The performances that we've put in the last month or so, I think that's enough to get people down there.
We should have a good crowd for the Huddersfield game, but I don't think.
Well,
we will.
Well, do you know what? If they've got anything about them,
I can't see who it was, but somebody wrote earlier they should do that one. $5 kids for £1.
Yeah.
Boom, get that place.
We
full.
need to
if
Get
they've
get
it
got
it
anything
rocking.
about them, they'll say, "Come to the Huddersfield replay, and if
you're
we
guaranteed
win,
your
you
ticket."
guarantee a ticket, that same ticket for Man United,
Yeah.
and we'll pretty much sell Huddersfield replay out."
Definitely.
What a good idea.
Yeah.
I never thought you could come up with
No,
something.
I
as
think we
good
need
I
as
mean,
that.
obviously, you
that's
pay
what
for your Man United ticket as well.
Yeah.
But you're guaranteed it. Do you know what I mean? So you're not
that's a
worried
great
about not
idea,
getting.
yeah,
You
yeah.
get to the Huddersfield game, you're at the Man United game. Should we win it as well?
So you have to pay for two up front.
No, you
Right, okay,
can
yeah.
pay for the Man. But that seats yours for the Man United game. Then should you pay?
All you've
so
got
you
to do
pay
is
for
either
the
go
game
online with your barcode.
Yeah,
type your
obviously
barcode
you've got
in
your
or
ticket
whatever, yeah.
reference, so they
Yeah.
know who you are. You buy your Huddersfield ticket for the replay. That's your seat. And then obviously season ticket holders. Well, it's cup, isn't it? So they
Yeah.
won't anyway.
Well, people from the club are watching, so please take note.
Yeah, I think because I think that gets people into the Huddersfield replay.
Yes.
Man United's going to sell out anyway. That'll sell out anyway. So
Crikey, yeah.
but it just
Something
means
wrong
you
if
get
it
more
doesn't.
through the door in the Huddersfield game. You got a better chance of winning it. A decent crowd behind you.
We could actually practically sell that.
Huddersfield are going
based.
to. I mean, what are Huddersfield going to bring to us? 500 on a
500,
Tuesday
600,
night
yeah.
replay?
No,
They're going to bring nothing.
No, they've got a potential of playing Manchester United as well.
They're rubbish. They are a tiny club. They are a nothing club, and they'll bring less than 1,000 on a Tuesday night
Oh,
for a
yeah,
cup
yeah,
replay.
yeah.
They won't bring anything
I
like
think
we'd
probably
take.
about 300, 350.
We pack that stadium out. We and get behind the team and we can. I mean, look as well. What you got coming up? You got the massive game tomorrow night, and then you've got Sheffield Wednesday away on Saturday, who are also down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've had a little upturn in form, but they're also down with us as well. Then you've got Huddersfield in the cup replay, and then you've got the Villa away on the Sunday after. And then, if you beat Huddersfield, so what a month February could be for you.
And do you know what? If Checkendoy scores in all four of them games, I want a statue of him outside the front of St Andrews. I want a Checkendoy statue. There you go. That's my campaign now. I'm starting it off. I want a Checkendoy statue, especially if he gets a hat-trick against the Vile. Not impressed, I am, mate.
No. I'm giving the silent treatment to every...
Yeah, I know.
Martin says 500 Huddersfield fans and 63 whippets.
And Paul Gill says Man United will demand the 15%, so we will definitely.
Yeah, listen,
sell out.
United will bring loads.
So how come,
they always
how
do
come
bring
then?
loads.
Right, we sold 2,100 for Huddersfield.
I don't know why that was our full
What
allocation.
the hell was going on?
I don't
there?
understand.
That was a real
Because the
cock-up,
rest of
that
that,
was.
the rest of that stadium was empty.
Yeah,
I could have
I know.
gone to that
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Yeah, I know.
I think they made a mistake there, and they realised that in the end, actually, let's make it £1 a day, because
Yes, they did make it £1 a day,
they
yeah.
made it £1 a day in the end. What they could have
Yeah.
made it all ticket,
Yeah.
4,500, sold it.
Yeah. They could have done, and
Yeah.
it would, it would have sold out. But like I said, should we win the replay, Man United will sell theirs out,
Yep.
sell their allocation. We'll open the Gilmerick. We'll sell that place out. That ground will be sold out for the cup game.
It'll be
Like,
rocking.
for a cup game
If
against
we
Man
get through.
United. Yeah, that's what I said.
We have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we will upturn.
A fifth round FA Cup game against Man United, that place is sold out.
And if it isn't,
You're never going to bring anybody back, are you? If you can't sell Man United out in the cup when you're on a decent run like we are, I mean, we're not blowing teams away, but
we're on a run.
yeah,
We're on a run. Yeah,
which in the last 18 months is all you can ask for. But
Paul Gill saying the opposite end to our end
I
was
saw
an
that,
embarrassment.
it was exactly that's
terrible.
and that's just showed. That's what I mean about the two clubs. That
63 whippets.
yeah, I know.
I can't
We've
get
already
over
had that joke.
Brilliant. I know, but I've just read it again, and you know what? It's just as funny second time round.
Yeah, it was £1 a day, and we did take a few more, but we
Yeah.
could have took a lot. We could have took a lot more.
I think they'd have sold that whole end out.
Be nice to have got Emir on tonight and find out what happened. But we can't do that. It's too late.
There again, the people that were there, what a noise they made all the
Yeah.
way through the game.
Huddersfield
Fantastic.
fans on Twitter, best
Interesting.
fans
Yeah,
they've had
best
all
fans.
season.
Interesting
And
question,
Man
yeah.
United have gone there, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chelsea
Yeah.
have gone there this season.
I sung all the way through that game.
Yeah.
Aaron Galliers is saying, if we beat Huddersfield, would the Villa game have to be rescheduled?
Why?
Don't know. He's asking.
No.
No.
No, I think the cup
No?
the cup game is scheduled for Millwall at home, isn't it? So that'd have to be moved, obviously.
Yeah.
But you know, and that's the thing about the replay being on a Tuesday night as well. We've got an extra day to prepare for the Villa game because it's on the Sunday. It's not on the Saturday.
Yes, of course,
So
yes.
so you can have a real good go at that replay. You can put everything into it because it's there's a bigger gap because you're not playing on the Saturday. You're playing on the Sunday then.
Will you be going?
So which?
The Huddersfield game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The Man
Yeah.
United game, if we get through.
If I get a ticket, yeah.
If you get a ticket.
If the club do a nice, generous offer where if you buy your Huddersfield ticket, you're guaranteed
If I
your
can't
Man
get a
United
ticket for that
as well.
game, can I have a job in one of the catering outlets and then I'll just have my notice in after about 4 minutes?
A bit
I
disappointed.
wonder how many applications they will get for that after the Huddersfield game.
Where were the pie shots? Where was the pie?
Yeah, we were very
not-
disappointed. Very
not gone
disappointed.
down well,
that,
has it?
No. We'll have to scrap
Who
that
rate
commentary.
all my pies?
There's balloon.
Yeah.
Who rate all my pies didn't really work this week, and we didn't have a pie shot
Exactly.
off anybody. Very,
I'll be
very,
working on
very,
graphics
very
and everything
disappointed.
on that as
If
well.
anybody did take a pie shot, please can you put it up as
Yeah.
soon as
Disappointing.
possible?
Disappointing.
That's a point from Adrian Harris. Maybe that it shouldn't, but maybe that'll put a few people off going. The fact that it'll definitely be on TV.
What for the Man United? game?
Yeah, the Man United game will be on TV.
Well, I don't think it'll put
whether
anybody
people
off.
will
That
put-
won't put anybody off.
I don't think it will,
That won't
but
put
it's a
anybody off.
point.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't think it will. Alison Shilton, a very good evening to you. She's been to Pilates again. I thought she was on about pilots for a minute.
She's obsessed.
I think some people have just really got to get their priorities right.
I agree. And also, she's got a smartphone, hasn't she?
Exactly.
She could go, plug her headphones in,
Absolutely.
listen to us
Yeah,
on the...
yeah,
Come on, Alison, sort it out. It
It's
only
not
needs a bit of
difficult,
Wi-Fi.
is it?
Only needs a bit of Wi-Fi. Paul Gill saying the pies were rank at Huddersfield, chucked out in the bin. You could have photographed it first, though, Paul.
Yeah, come on.
Who rate all my pies? We need to get this off the ground.
Yeah. We've got a prize for the rankest pie.
Scotty Powell says we're going to crash United's bus. I hope so, and not in absolute terms.
No, I assume that's the metaphorical bus in front of the goal, yeah.
Paul Hipkiss is asking VAR if we beat Huddersfield as well. More than probably, because it's Manchester United.
Exactly. Yeah.
Don't you have to have the facilities for it?
Right,
Would
don't
we have it? Would we be able to do it? You'd probably have to pay for it.
Might be. Yeah. And we
Yeovil Man U didn't have it, did they?
Yeah.
On Friday night.
And that means we'll be up against 13 then, mate.
And Alison says, "Oh yes, of course I have. I've never thought of that." There you go.
See?
What an idea. Put Mr. Fun in charge. That's all we need to do. All you need to do is share this on your personal stream. Don't forget just to be in a chance to win a prize next week, and that could be a hat or anything that Mrs. Brown decides to throw into the melting pot.
We've got a special T-shirt this week.
A special
winner,
T-shirt?
Yeah, we've got a keeping right on since 1875 T-shirt.
Have we got it? Have we got it available?
No.
No, okay, all right, no worries, no worries. It's in storage, is
I've
it?
got loads of
Okay,
them,
so it's competition time now. I think it's your turn to choose, isn't it, my friend?
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah,
I can't remember because I had a bad eye last week. I couldn't see.
Yeah. Go on then.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'll have to get a drum roll, and I have to get a drum roll. And the winner is
Robert Stokes.
Robert Stokes.
Why are you saying that with a smile?
Robert Stokes.
Do you know him?
No.
No,
No
no,
idea. But he's won, so congratulations.
So congratulations to you, Robert Stokes, for winning this week's prize. That will be winging its way to you.
Get in
very, very
touch first,
shortly.
please.
Get in touch with Chris Brown, either through the Tilton Talk or his personal.
Yeah, we'll
Facebook
keep right
or
on anyway.
Blah, blah, blah. Anyway.
Fantastic.
It'd be brilliant if we beat Huddersfield. It'd be an amazing dream if we beat Man United, wouldn't it? Just, huh?
Let's get through Huddersfield first.
Yeah, but hang on. If we beat Man United to go into the last 8
Well, it's ludicrous,
of
isn't
the
it?
FA Cup,
After
and
the
with
season
Birmingham
we've had,
City.
and we knocked them out.
we did it to Arsenal. Got
Yeah,
relegated.
but we weren't
Wouldn't
having
that
the
be
season
great?
we're having.
The last 8, we get Arsenal. We get
we
Tottenham.
we do.
We get Tottenham. And we're in the
Worst question I
semi-finals.
could ever possibly
3
ask
Wembley
you.
trips.
3 Wembley trips. Yeah.
Worst possible question I can ever ask you. Okay,
Yeah.
win the FA Cup and go down,
Yeah. Yeah.
or stay out the FA Cup and stay up.
Win it.
You'd win it and go down.
It's the FA Cup.
Yeah.
It's the FA Cup. You get to say when you're off to Warsaw and Rochdale next season, and you're taking 3,000, and you've got more away fans than their home fans. It doesn't matter who's playing for us. We've still got our club, and we all take plastic FA Cups with us everywhere because we're the FA Cup holders.
Ray Nash, fairly new to the show. So, Mr. Fun, how long he had that moniker, and is he like this at home with his missus?
I've had this moniker for, well, it was my 29th birthday this week, so 29 years.
29 years.
29 years of being Mr.
Mine's
Fun.
a little bit more worn out than yours.
I would like to think that my missus is perfectly happy in our relationship thing.
Right, you go, Ray. Normally we leave the comedy for the last half an hour, but you're very
Thanks for
welcome to
asking.
join in. Yeah, it's always, the questions are put there. We'll ask you. Yeah, could you imagine like thousands of plastic FA Cups going everywhere?
Stuart McDonald's put it. We've got Rochdale away one week,
Yeah.
Warsaw away the week after,
Yeah.
and in between we've got Atletico Madrid at home in the Europa League. So what an absolutely
with the Upper
ludicrous
Gilmerick
suggestion.
Open again.
Exactly. We've got 8,000 at home against Rochdale and 29,000 at home against Porto.
Oh dear. Oh dear me. Ray says Spurs have Chaz and Dave, we have Check and Duck. Brilliant. And I think I'm not too sure, but I think it's Ray or Dennis that's asking about an away day. Are we doing?
Oh
an
yeah,
away day?
we can sort one out now, can't we?
We need to sort this out, yeah.
All right, so the season's going to go. May's going to come. I mean, I got in the car to come out tonight, and it was light. I could just see glimmers of light. So I always know that the end of the season is creeping upon us when that starts to happen. Oh dear.
Steve Plant says, "Hi guys, I hope you are well. In my truck, northern Spain, loaded for Valencia. Keep right on."
See, Alison, it can be done.
Can.
Drive safely, my good man. Drive very
on his way
safely.
to Valencia.
You be very careful what you're doing on the roads there. And Kev French says 29. You're having a laugh. He's 29.
I'm afraid so.
Well, Steve Cottrell said today that he wouldn't lie to his fans. Why would you lie to yours?
I wouldn't. Not that I've got any, but I wouldn't if I did.
I know he looks a lot older, but he's
Rob
really
Doyle says
funny.
rerun of 2011 coming up.
Yeah.
You'd really take that, wouldn't you? But it would be
I
so
don't
funny.
I don't believe that there's anybody out there who wouldn't take that.
Right.
I mean, you have still got your football club to support, whether they're in the Championship or League One. Financially it'll be a ruin, and we'll probably lose all our players, and we'll be stuck. We might be stuck in League One for a few years, but we will have won the FA Cup. We've never done that. We'll have won the FA Cup,
The biggest, the most
English
famous,
football's premier competition, and we'll have won it. A Championship club.
A League One.
How could what would be a League One club? Yeah. How could you possibly turn that down? Like I said, going to Warsaw singing FA Cup, you'll never win that.
Carl Oliver, great show, listening whilst doing the ironing while my missus is out.
Top bloke.
What a lad. What a
Top bloke.
What a man!
I'd be using spray
Good on you,
starch.
Carl.
Bit of spray starch, to get them collars and cuffs right, mate. Kev Kelly, look how the last cup win went. Great day, but 7 years of misery. League One would kill the club and set us back 10 years.
So we don't look back on that day and
But
go,
did it kill Wolves?
what, going down to League One?
Yes.
No,
3
because,
seasons later, they're top of the league.
yeah, exactly.
You know?
It took Sheffield United a while, but they're back where they are now, and so it can go either way, can't it? You can go Coventry and Portsmouth, or you can go Sheffield United and
I'm surprised.
Leicester went down to League One.
Yeah, David Curry, FA Cup win and drop out to the league.
100%.
What about others? Let's hear. Would you take the FA Cup in your grasps and say that Birmingham City win it 2018 at the expense of going to League One?
Yeah.
Can I just say, almost 100 million people watched the FA Cup final last year. That's a lot of people.
And we'll do a double. Blues ladies will get to the final as well.
Oh.
And we'll do a Blues ladies FA Cup final win.
What's the odds of that?
And then we woke up.
Christopher Baller, without a doubt. Paul Smith, FA Cup over the drop, yes.
God, yeah.
And Benji Smith says Wolves don't count foreign investors. Well, we've got foreign investors.
We have got foreign investors, yeah.
Not very good ones, but
No,
foreign
yeah.
investors.
But also, you joke about it, we'll be down in League One, but name a foreign investor who wouldn't want to put their money into the FA Cup holders.
Ray Nash, FA Cup. Andy Lloyd, FA Cup and go down. Yep, I would take that. Jez McDonald, I'd love to win the FA Cup and play in Europe over staying up. Robert Doyle, Europa versus League One. That would make us pretty dysfunctional.
Yeah, it would, yeah. Exactly. But you'll be playing Europa League
you could only
football.
write the story at St Andrews.
I know.
You could.
You'll be playing Europa League football with League One players.
David Curry, even Bury have won the FA Cup. 100% win.
Yeah. Go and win that FA Cup. Obviously, we're not going to, but yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'd definitely take it.
Yeah.
100%.
You know who would stay if we got relegated, knowing our luck.
Yeah, he'd probably be the only one who would stay, yeah.
yeah. And then be manager the following season.
Yeah.
Wayne Merricks, with the way we're playing at the moment, can you see us staying up? I'm feeling a wee bit more positive than I did at Barnsley and Norwich. I think that's the
100%.
general consensus of opinion.
Yeah.
But tomorrow night is a
You are
mountain.
You know, we are at a completely different end to the scale. Barnsley away, you mentioned a horrible result when we lost at home to QPR. You know, just there was no sign of light at the end of the tunnel at all. You know, so definitely now we're in it. At least we're in the fight again. You know, and that's the key. And like you say, tomorrow night you become pretty much a real member of that scrap.
Tomorrow night
if you win tomorrow night.
is the night when these players have got to stand tall and be accounted for. Absolutely 100%. They have got to
Yeah.
give everything tomorrow night. Every single ounce of sweat and commitment. A lot.
But they got to play well. You know, Hotter. I don't care if Hotter stands still for 90 minutes. If he pulls off a 25-yard screamer in the last minute to win 1-0, that's what I want. That's what I want to see in a relegation scrap. I want to see us play well. You know, have a bit of I think that's the big thing as well. You know, that confidence word. Confidence. They've got it back. You know, the players believe in themselves again. They believe in what they're doing again. And, you know, it's no surprise we've gone 1-0 down and come back twice.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
in the last two games we've done that.
Yeah.
And they are believing themselves a bit better. So keep that belief going. Keep that momentum going.
Yeah, Kev Kelly says Sunderland is the biggest game since Bolton 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's massive.
And the League Cup.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. Yeah.
Is this game bigger than the Villa game somebody mentioned earlier?
Yes.
Yes, for me too. Yes.
And how many is Sunderland bringing? Well, they'll come to watch the grass grow.
Yeah, they
There
would,
won't be
yeah.
many there, will there?
Oh, no, I think they will.
Do you think so?
Sunderland.
They'll go anywhere and everywhere. Won't they? They're like Newcastle.
There'll be 2,000 plus, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, Pete Taylor says we'll be at the bottom three. Other teams are getting dragged down. There's 7 teams in the relegation.
I looked at the
mini-league
table
now.
the other day, and I think there's 3 teams that have got nothing to play for this season.
Burton.
I think Burton. No,
Do you mean nothing to play?
Yeah.
for? Gotcha. Sorry, different
so
part.
there's 3 teams in the
yeah.
middle.
Yes, no, I'm with you now.
Yeah, I think you've probably got Ipswich. I can't remember who I saw there was now, but Norwich maybe as well. But I think you've got 10 or 11 who have got chance of getting promotion, and then you've probably got 10 who are looking over their shoulder as well at relegation. So it is that sort of league where really no matter who you're playing towards the end of the season, a lot of people have got stuff still in their minds to play for.
Wayne Merrick says Barnsley are on free fall.
Yeah, Barnsley are on free fall. Hull are terrible. Reading are playing terribly at the moment. You know, and these are sides like us who, on paper, should be nowhere near the bottom.
And Ray Price says, with no new faces, does this mean definitely relegation? No, absolutely doesn't. Absolutely it
No, I
doesn't.
don't think it does. No,
back
I don't think it does, and I think that's credit to the players and the manager and the coaching staff over the last few weeks.
Yeah.
That you know, they've turned it. They've managed to turn it around, and they've managed to instill a bit of confidence and belief in themselves, and the the results have turned a little bit, and certainly performances have turned for the better.
And Steve Plant, although I live in Spain and watch live on Blues TV, does anybody else think Hotter is just busy creating nothing, keeps beating himself and don't look for the pass or loses the ball easily? Or am I out of order and just think, it's gone too quick?
He's overrated.
I'm sure you got the gist of that.
Yeah, I think he's a very, very good technical player in a side of not very good technical players. And I think, I think he's probably out of place. He feels a little bit out of place, and when he tries things and it doesn't pay off, it looks bad because he's the one giving the ball away, and obviously he's been bought in for a lot of money. Our record transfer, and when it doesn't pay off, when it doesn't work out for him, he can be the fall guy a little bit. But I think he played well on Saturday, and I certainly think he's got the ability to get us out of it if he plays more regularly.
Ian Lomas says tomorrow night is do or die, and Ray, Blues now hold the key to their own destiny. Home form is key.
Yeah, and I think we've got a lot of the teams towards the bottom at home. We've got Sunderland's play at home, we've got Burton's play at home. We still got Barnsley's play at home and Hull as well, I think, in the run-in. So, I think home form is key. We have got those teams in and around us at home.
And Lee Geary Bent going to Burton is a worry.
Let's test him. I said last week. I'm not sure. You've got to get the ball to him. They don't create enough chances, Burton, I don't think.
Going back to Hotter, as from Luke Griffiths, has Hotter been good value for $6 million?
No.
We all agree.
Honestly, no. But is he a £6 million player? Yes. I think he is. I think if you got the best out of him and you got him to play to his potential
throughout the course of the season, I think it might have been a different story. Might have been.
Might have been. It's ifs and buts, isn't it?
Yeah. And Adrian Harris, I told you Cottrell would turn it round, and he's getting better. Robert Doyle, Hotter should be played in his right position. Same story with Gallagher.
I agree with that, definitely. It didn't take a rocket scientist, to suggest that Sam Gallagher should be playing up front, and I think it's the same with Hotter. If he plays behind the striker. Like I said, tomorrow night, he could easily play Gallagher up front, Boger and Magoma either side, and Hotter as the main man, supporting him rather than one of the three midfielders. I don't think he will, but he could.
Interesting stat here from Kev Kelly. Blues are 11th out of 24 in the current form league table. Yeah.
But that's why we're still down there. We haven't gone on a 6-game winning run and got ourselves out of it. But there's more room for optimism because the performances are better and we're picking up the odd result here and there.
And Jack Rawlins, am I the only one who thinks we are fine? We're not
fine.
Out of trouble, Jack.
I wouldn't say fine. I wouldn't describe it as fine. Are we still 23rd? 22nd? We're still in the bottom three, aren't we? So that's not fine.
Yeah. Do you feel Hotter has the game time in the right position to prove he's a £6 million player? Again, we had this issue with Gallagher, didn't we? Pal him out of position.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like trying to make me into a truck driver tomorrow morning. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. It's with players like Hotter as well. He's a flair player. He's a technical player. And when I mention the word confidence again, you're certainly. You want him to be confident. You want him to have the confidence in his teammates. So he does try things, and things are paying off for him. And if you give him an extended run in that side, supporting Gallagher, I think that's I think you see a completely different player to the one that's been stuck out right wing for most of the season.
Yeah. Ben Pickering, Jason Lowe deserves to start, and Doy is rubbish. Keefton, Bell, Gardner, and Lowe all day long. And
I would be tempted with that, yeah.
And Robert Doyle says Hotter looked a different player at Huddersfield. Which
Yeah.
he's.
Maybe that's again Hotter in the number 10 role certainly improves him, but maybe Hotter against Premier League teams rather than Championship defences where he's got a little bit more time on the ball. But then again, he was Championship at Brentford, and he looked really good. So he can cut it at this level. He's shown it before.
Good question from Stuart. He says regarding Vassal, where would he fit in this team? I know it's ifs and buts.
Maybe Vassal is one that you could play out wide.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Instead of with his pace, if Magoma or Bogan need a rest or aren't performing 100%, maybe Vassal seems to be, and the same with Adams as well. Adams coming off the left is a lot more suitable to Blues. Is a lot more beneficial to Blues than Adams up front for me. And I think Vassal's a very similar player to Adams, if anything, even quicker. So if he's coming off the touchline, beating men on the outside and cutting into the box.
Interesting question from Benji Smith. Does yellow card bans include the FA Cup? For example, if Keith gets booked tomorrow,
I think it's English.
Will his ban include?
I think it's English Cup games.
Replay? Right. Okay.
I think so.
Interesting question.
It's a bugger.
Maybe that's the one then. Maybe you get everybody who's on that yellow card, Dean, Keefton, Bells, to get booked tomorrow night, and then they miss Sheffield Wednesday. They miss the Cup replay, but then they're back for the Villa game. Because he's going to rest players for the Huddersfield game. I think he'll probably go with a similar side that played at Huddersfield on Saturday in the replay.
Yeah, because I know.
So actually, if you play Dean and Keefton Bell tomorrow night, pick up that convenient booking that gets them back for the derby.
Ray says a ban is a ban.
A ban is a ban. That is grammatically correct.
Yeah.
With the midfield you just mentioned, there's no space for Shea Adams. Surely someone who knows where the net is should start. Adam Wilkes.
Gallagher's starting. And for me, I'm a massive fan of Adams. I'm a massive fan of Adams coming off the left. But Boga's playing on the left, and Boga's played well. And it would be harsh to drop Boga based on his performances in the last few weeks. Same with Magoma.
Oh, to be a football manager, eh?
Well, that's his job.
Yep.
That's why he's there, and I'm not, and we're not, and we're just talking about it in the studio.
Any news from the ladies' camp this week?
I
did watch the Sunday night football show.
Okay, yeah. So we got our bit of highlights on that.
New manager for the England setup for a start, Phil Neville.
There is.
Oh yes, opinions, please.
Very controversial opinions over a tweet that he let out 7 years ago.
I don't care
Do you
about
know what?
the tweets he said.
I say worse. I say worse things every day.
Yeah, but you're not in a prominent position, are you? What he said was stupid.
It was funny.
It wasn't funny.
It was
There's
funny.
nothing funny about battering your wife.
Oh.
That's not funny. That's not funny.
No, I didn't see that one then. I saw the one where it was on about ironing or something.
Yes, I saw that one. That
okay.
one was funny. I thought that was quite funny.
But that he said that tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
It was silly for a person in a position of power. So whatever he said, he's gone for me. But the man does not know any English women's footballers. He doesn't know that. He has no idea. He has no idea who Aoife Mannion is. Not a clue.
No.
Now, Aoife Mannion has played brilliantly for Blues for the last 5 years. Since she come in, she's a young English centre half, England under 23 international. He will not have a clue who she is, and all he will know is England international regulars. So, are we going to get a changing of the guard, or are we going to get Phil Neville picking the same players as everybody else did because those are the ones he knows from the TV? if he gets around to games, if he puts himself out there and goes and watches plenty of WSL games and identifies the players that are impressing him and picks the squad based on who has impressed him in league games, then absolutely fair play, and I'll give him a chance.
So he's got to have his face seen.
He has got to get himself out there and see the players, because he will not know anybody, and that's, you know, whether I like it or not, that's the way of it. You know, he will not know the underage internationals who are coming through. All he'll know are the players who played in the Euros. But Blues Ladies won 3-0 yesterday.
Apart from that, Stevie Cow says he said that because he battered her at table tennis. Apparently they're both competitive. A load of fuss about nothing. No more than I do every day.
Yeah, but he didn't say that, did he? He didn't say I battered her at table tennis. He said I battered her. So, you know...
You've only got 140 characters back then, though, haven't you?
Yeah, but what I'm saying, in isolation, that tweet looks horrendous. You know, nobody's accusing him of actually wife beating.
No,
but it's a really stupid thing to say. But like I said, the tweets are irrelevant for me. You know, obviously you don't want people saying, you know, horrible stuff and things like that. But for me,
if your wife is a verse, you should keep her in the coal house.
I know Stuart personally.
It was only fun.
But yeah,
unfortunately,
Dear.
He needs to get himself out there.
Just getting back to Blues Ladies, is Kelsey Palmer from Chelsea coming to Blues? Says Adam Kimman.
Kelsey's a man.
I was going to say
It's Kelsey Palmer from Chelsea.
Kelsey is a man.
Oh Christ, yeah. It's Kelsey Palmer coming.
I don't know who Kelsey Palmer is.
No, I don't.
Kelsey Palmer's a Chelsea player that has been rumoured to be on a loan deal with Blues till the end of the season. So at the moment, and as for what Steve Costa has said on the radio today, the answer
so we don't
know. Is no.
Yeah.
But
Jamie says Phil Neville's tweets was between his family, but the media have blown it out of proportion.
Yeah. Adam Wilkes says Neville will pick a team based on YouTube videos.
But you joke about it.
I can imagine that's been done before.
But that's all he will have available to him, because he won't have seen. I would be amazed if he has seen. I think he went to Liverpool Bristol on Saturday night. That was his first, you know, official match that he's been to as women's manager. I'd be amazed if that was not the first WSL game he's seen. You know, that will have been the first time he will have seen a professional, you know, a WSL game. And that's my worry more than anything. You know, the FA put out, when they sacked Mark Sampson, they put out the criteria that they wanted in the new manager, that they were going to be experienced internationally and they were going to have a wealth of knowledge, and they've appointed somebody who didn't apply for the job. They have asked him to be the England women's national manager, and he knows nothing about the players. So that's my concern.
So are we saying this is the FA then?
Yeah, of course it is. It's a please everybody get talking about women's football, because it'll make our job easy for us.
Apparently he's seen 2 games, so there you go. He's qualified, isn't he?
Yeah, but they were Saturday and Sunday. Before that, he won't have seen any other match. I guarantee it, he won't. And you know, when it was rumoured that he was going to be manager a couple of weeks ago, his Twitter account, when he still had it, his most recent followers were all the England players that were in the Euros in the summer.
Right.
That he just started following them. So, but anyway, Blues Ladies won 3-0 yesterday.
Yes.
Aoife Mannion scored again. Megan Sargent scored. Ellen White scored. It could have been 15 if it was for a bit better finishing, and their keeper made a couple of really good saves. But yeah, we're 5th in the table now, halfway. We've got Reading away in the Cup on Sunday.
Fantastic.
Kick off that one 2 o'clock in the afternoon?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And that's Reading away.
Reading away. FA Cup.
Brilliant.
Marvellous. Are we doing an away day, do you know?
I'm guessing we will do, yeah.
Are your people going to talk to their people?
We are, yeah.
I think we need to sort this as soon as possible.
Yeah, because time...
so,
actually.
Yeah.
Because we were looking at Forest away, weren't we?
Yep.
Which I think is the 3rd of March.
Right, okay, that's a bit close, isn't it?
Yeah, but apart from that,
Mm-hmm.
I think we're struggling.
Yeah. Okay.
I think for
Well, we'll leave it up to
for
Dennis to
suitable
organise.
games. Yeah.
Dennis can organise it, and we can give him money.
Let's have a look at what we have.
Neville went to his first WFL game and probably asked where the men was.
Yeah. Well, I think one of the national newspapers snapped his notes that he was making at the game, and he's
Snapped his
basically
notes, sorry.
Phil Neville's notes that he was watching at the game,
Yeah.
and he's basically got ticks by all of the players who are English. So he doesn't know who's English. he's the FA person sitting next to him has had to tell him who's English and who's not. I think Sophie Ingle was playing for Wales, and he's put a W by her name because she's Welsh. So I can't look at her because she's Welsh. But as bad as it sounds, it sounds like a joke. But actually, the most prominent managerial position in women's football has gone to somebody who knows nothing about it. That is my biggest concern. But like I said, the only way he can get about it and prove us wrong, women's football fans wrong, is to get out there and watch these games.
Yeah.
Learn about the players, learn who the younger players coming through and everything like that, and sort it out.
Right, okay, going to away games. We've got Bolton away, that's on Tuesday, 3rd of April 2018
Tuesday night,
at
no.
Yeah.
8 o'clock, so that's probably out. Bristol City on a Tuesday night.
Tuesday night, no.
Goodness gracious, they're going to Dingles. Queen's Park Rangers, I don't fancy going there.
That's the last one, isn't
It's
it?
the last one, yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's Forest or Nout, or Cardiff away. Meaty.
Not up for that.
Saturday, 10th of March.
That's Cardiff.
That's Cardiff away.
And Forest is the week before.
Forest is
The third.
Saturday, 3rd of March.
Yeah.
March. Oh, could be. Okay. Well, we'll leave it up to Dennis.
Forest
to organise.
logistically makes sense.
Yeah, it's only up the road. And back,
It's on
back
your-
for Strick-
Logistically, it's
Your
on,
way.
it's on my route, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
on the Black Swan route.
There you go.
I'd be up for Forest.
Forest, I'd be up for Forest. Chris?
Yeah, Forest, yeah.
Right, anybody
Yeah,
else
yeah.
out there want to go to the Forest away game? We,
On our bus.
On our bus.
We have a very special bus, and we
We
will have
do.
a very
For
nice
specials.
breakfast at the Black Swan,
Yeah.
and a nice beer before we travel, and then we come back and have another beer at the Black Swan or two, and then I go home, and then these lot get lost.
Yeah. Normally, yeah.
Stuart's just said, make sure you don't go anywhere near Huddersfield.
Yeah.
Steve Portman, you need to get a woman on the show. We've had several, Steve, to be honest with you. We've had several.
Yeah.
We'll do it, no problem.
We'll get one. I'll get a couple of the players in with Mark again at some
Yeah,
point.
perfect.
Yeah.
Right, predictions for tomorrow night then, sir?
2-1 Blues.
Who's going to score?
Gallagher. Both.
2-1 Blues, Gallagher both. Chris Brown.
I'm going to go for a closer 1-0 Blues.
I'm going to go for a 2-0. Gallagher and
Oh,
Chicken
of course, yeah. Oh, what a shock that was.
yeah.
Wow, the suspense when you hovered over that second goal scorer. I had no idea who you could possibly be guessing. Robert Doyle says, where does the bus go from? It will be going from
Well, normally from here.
Here.
Alton,
Alton,
Solihull,
Solihull.
yeah.
Solihull, yeah.
Alton, Solihull area. Not too far from Alton Station, so no matter where you are in Brook, you can get to there, couldn't you? And then
Can I mention that it usually has a bar on it?
it does have a bar.
Yeah,
in it.
on the bus.
Have a bar.
Unofficially.
Not officially, but it might do.
Well, it might do. Might have a bar on it.
Might have beer on it.
Might have beer on it.
Might do.
Might not, might do. Brett Stanley 2-0 win, Pennywood 2-1 win, Alex Powell a lot of 1-0s at home this year. Praying it's that.
yeah.
Ray saying 3-0. I'd love that, Ray.
Whoa.
Paul Gill 2-0 Blues finally to see more than one goal at home. Robert Doyle 2-0, Jez McDonald 1-0. So there you are. It's all very positive. 3-2 Blues, Gallagher Mahoma and Undoy with the 92nd minute overhead kick winner.
Well, obviously.
Just warm him up ready for his Villa hat-trick.
Yeah. And the Man United, yeah.
Can Undoy go on the bus?
You can go under the bus.
No, please. That was a bit harsh. Lisa,
5-0.
Good
Will
God.
finally click.
Lisa Bunn.
Goodness.
I am going to like that, and also I am going to remember it.
Yeah, mate. Especially if we do.
Yeah, wouldn't it be good? Was a Starling 2-1 Blues. If we win tomorrow, my mate Reese Hill said he will streak Liam Crowthorne.
Well, might take a point then, actually.
Yeah, could we perhaps not have anything to do with that? Gary Palmer 3-0, Gallagher Berger Davis. Tight game from Stuart McDonald.
Yeah.
Like to think we're going to win. If we do, can only see a 1-0. Next coach trip, get a woman driver.
Yeah.
Bus include ticket. Bus doesn't include ticket. No, you.
You get your ticket.
But we will get your ticket.
We'll get a block.
We'll
of tickets.
get the ticket for you. Yeah.
We'll get a block of tickets.
So you'll definitely get a ticket.
Yeah.
And
If you're worried about not coming, if you're not worried about not getting a ticket, come on our bus because you'll get one.
It really is a good day out as well.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It really is a good day out. Steve Gill 2-1 Blues. Dave Tolley 3-0 Blues. Reading the Roker report, they seem resigned to going down. Good. Can we get Undoy on the show? Perhaps we can ask that question in a minute, but the answer we will probably get is we can't accommodate.
No,
Can't accommodate that.
the answer you'll get is he doesn't understand English still. So
4-1 Blues from Mark 1. Well, that's really, really positive. If the St Andrews crowd can generate the atmosphere from last season's match at home to Huddersfield, I think the team will get a massive boost for tomorrow night as we go to win. That should take us out to the bottom three.
it's always a little bit. It's always, I don't know whether it's you've got more time to get a bit of alcohol in your system, but night games at Blues seem a little bit more atmospheric. You know, you do normally get the crowd going under the lights. Yeah, it's just normally a special atmosphere. A big game like that, I'm sure it'll happen again.
Alex Sheldon 3-0 Undoy hat-trick. Undoy 30-yard misplaced pass ends up in the top corner. 1-0.
That's the only way he's scoring.
Yeah. Brilliant. Big attendance expected tomorrow. Question mark from Alex Power. What do you think?
It'll be big.
Over 20.
22?
Yeah. 22, I'd say.
Possibly.
22, 20 and a half.
3-1 Blues, Gallagher Hotter and Undoy header. Are you bringing the coffin in the bus this time? No, Robert. The
Coffin less.
The coffin has done its business. We
Yeah.
sold it for £301 and donated it to Birmingham Children's Hospital.
Are you coming, Robert?
Alison Shilton, I'll stick my neck on the line for a 1-0 win.
Oh my goodness!
Which line?
Oh,
Which line?
oh my goodness! The world. We've reached Judgment Day. The end of days. Alison Shilton has predicted a Blues win.
Paul Kill, check on Tilton Talk, question mark, je ne sais pas, said check. 4-0, Gallagher times 2, Magoma and Undoy to score tomorrow. And
Robert Doyle's
Doyle,
coming
yes.
on the bus.
Love it, Robert.
Je ne sais pas.
Je ne sais pas.
There we are. That was
Je
a
ne
quick
sais
roundup
fish.
of the thoughts. Nobody else really put a draw or a loss down there.
Very confident.
Very
Very confident.
Wayne's confident. He says, with how we're playing, someone is going to get humped. Humped?
Humped.
I'm hoping it's tomorrow night. That will boost confidence no end.
We will. You know, but I think any 3 points that if we get those 3 points tomorrow, it doesn't matter how it happens.
Interesting question here from Paul Gill. Sorry, very quickly. Age restriction on the bus? No.
Age restriction is 0.
No.
Anyone over the age of 0 is
you
allowed
can
on the
be
bus.
You can be pregnant and under the age of
That's
0. I
true.
suppose. So,
That's
you know.
true. Anyone over the age of -9 months is allowed on the bus.
Taking the flag to Forest. What's the smelly flag?
Twinkles in the eye are allowed on the bus.
The smelly flag. Can we take the smelly flag? Robert Doyle says, "I will definitely come if we can all wear Undoy mask." Robert, you can wear what you like. Chris or Nick or Check Undoy. From Ray. Chris and Nick or Check Undoy. No, I didn't get that one. Sorry,
no,
Ray.
no.
That's gone over the top of
But
my
if
head.
it's an option, I'll pick Chris and Nick.
How do you sign up for the bus, Robert Doyle? You get in touch with Chris Brown.
Or Dennis.
Or
maybe.
Dennis Bohemia.
Dennis
Bohemia or
Dennis
Chris
gonna
Brown.
source, yeah.
David Curry. Win at Sunderland or win at Villa? That's
Both.
interesting. Yes, absolutely. But which would you take?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd have to as well. Because they're no threat to us now, are they? Them,
No,
you
leave
know,
them.
So, if the following, Steve Portman, if the following is there from the Platinum Gold Away supporters, you might struggle with buying a block of tickets. We might, Steve, but we might not.
I'm confident we'll be all right.
Yeah. I think our people will talk to their people.
Our people will talk to their
we'll
people.
talk to people.
And, don't worry, because it's just the hope that kills you.
Yep. It's the hope that kills you.
Des Fox would take Villa. Stuart McDonald would take both. We don't need any.
Do you know, I'm ever so sorry. I've had to think about it, and I think I am going Villa.
Why?
Because even though it's obviously a 6-pointer,
Yeah.
tomorrow night, it's 3 points. we get 3 points.
You just worked
The
that out.
same as if we beat Villa.
Well
So
done.
actually,
Well done.
we get the same amount of points, and we knock the stuffing out of them a little bit.
But
So
also, you have to think of this scenario,
Yeah.
right? Whereas we're playing Sunderland tomorrow, we could take that 3 points.
yeah,
And we
obviously,
we
yeah.
could also possibly
Yeah.
take another 3 points.
If it doesn't impact any other game this season,
Yeah.
well, I'll beat the Villa.
All right. Okay.
I'd love to go there and win. By the way, I know we'll talk about this next week, but
Yes, definitely.
God, I would absolutely love to go there and win because they are so cocksure about beating us. They are. Honestly, I've never known anything like it. Their optimism over beating us. They are so looking forward to that game because they are so sure they're going to beat us. Absolutely love it if we went there and won.
Jez McDonough, listen to this. If we win at B6, we could help them not going.
Well, exactly. Imagine if they missed out on automatic
Beautiful.
by 1 point
What a
and we
beautiful-
beat them.
I've waited
that
till
to
10
all
minutes to
season.
9 for that beautiful sentence to come up on the screen.
And then Doyle
Absolutely
scores.
wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
That'd be perfect.
Okay, we're having some throws on the pun on word on Checken and Doy. Okay, so we've got Checken, Demas and Pliers. That was a group back in the 80s. You wouldn't remember them, would you?
Who?
Checken, Demas and Pliers.
No.
No.
Check and Trade.
Chicken trade trophy. Yeah.
Yeah, we got that one. Oh, come on then. Let's finish
People
the
are
last
really
10 minutes
thinking,
with some
they're really
Check and Doy
thinking,
plays
oh.
on words.
Oh, well
Here you
done,
go, it's
Nick.
up to you. 3 points from Sunderland, 1 point from Villa. That would do nicely. 3 points from both. Jamie would be so much
yes,
better. So much better. And then beat Huddersfield and then rag them scumbags Man United around their necks and tear them all over the park. Yes! That's what I want. I want it so bad. I want it
The
so
next
bad.
few weeks we have a fantastic
Checkmate.
opportunity.
Whoa, Des. You get a round of applause for that one.
Checkmate. Well done, Des. Well done, yeah.
Check the freak. Oh, love it.
Le chic.
Chicken leg. Chicken leg.
I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Chicken back.
Oh dear. Stop thinking.
Let's talk about the sensible ones.
Do you want me to
Imagine beating Villa to stop them getting automatic, and then beat them again in the playoff final.
Oh,
There's a
yeah.
problem there.
Yeah, we ain't
we are a long way from the playoff final.
Probably not going to
We
happen.
are. Chubby checker.
Oh dear.
It's just, do you know what's good though? It's the thought of how many people we got on 109 at the moment. It's the thought of all these Blues fans sitting at home just having a little gig unto themselves over these little jokes. Come 10 to 9. There's housewives everywhere going, "What the hell are you laughing at?"
Checkbook.
Yeah,
Check your wages and doy.
Shaka Khan. Yeah.
Oh, I like that one. I like that one. Yeah, supermarket checkout. Checkmate game over.
Oh dear. What surprises me is we got the
Oh, I
squads
tell
of
you
our
what, my
intelligence.
jaws are hurting again. Every Monday night about this time. happens with it. Oh dear, what's that from Jamie?
Can see it now. Mourinho moaning about rough tackles on them delicate Man United players. Dean will have Lukaku and Rashford in his pocket.
Get in.
I like the optimism.
We always look on the negative side of things. How come we've been negative? We're saying we're going to win tomorrow. Everybody.
I said we're going to win tomorrow, yeah.
Checking chips. Us Blues fans are clever. I like
you
that.
can.
Yeah. Check shop boys.
Check your wallet.
Checky girls. The checky girls.
The checky girls,
Yes, I've
yeah.
got that one there. Thank you.
Yeah.
That took twice to sink in, Robert.
Check
Nice
and
one.
Balti, that's probably that's a good one.
Which
That's
one,
my-
sorry?
Check and Balti.
Oh, yes, like that.
Yeah,
Check
good
in the
one. Yeah,
basket.
that's got to win a prize, hasn't it? That one.
If we go down, we will be in the check and trade, yeah, you're right.
Chicken in the basket.
But that's an incentive as well. Go win the FA Cup final. So you win a cup final at Wembley,
Yeah.
and then the year after you go down and win the Checker Trade Trophy at Wembley as well. We'll be we'll win 2 consecutive trophies on the bounce at Wembley.
Check them back, put the freshness back. Oh, golly. Why?
Stop
Why?
it. Stop
we
it.
did.
Stop it.
Oh, dear. Super 6. That's enough for that.
Oh dear. Yeah, you've dropped out. You've
I dropped out the top
I
10.
got
I got 2. I couldn't believe it.
You're on a
On
good
an FA
roll.
Cup game.
I'm slowly creeping back up. I'm
Tough
sort of
FA
like-
Cup, though.
Yeah, I'm at the conference, so
Out at the conference.
yeah.
Good work.
I'm on my way up.
Checking Stevens.
Yeah.
Whoa, Julie.
This is the best one. Chicken doy.
Checking
Well, you say the best one.
That's a good one.
Oh, there have been some good ones. For me, I think Check and Bolty is one of the
Yeah,
best.
that was a decent one from
Robert Doyle, you're the winner of the week. Check and Bolty.
Yeah, chicken madras. That's a good one as well.
We rate all my pies. Now, don't forget, it's pie night tomorrow at St Andrews. We're going to rate our own pies as well.
They're good.
So next Monday we'll be having a roundup on what you thought of your pies. So it's who rate all the pies. Tomorrow night, very welcome to take a photograph of them, put them on the Tilton Talk page, and we will discuss pies next week.
I don't think our pies are too bad, actually.
No, they're good.
They're pretty good.
No, they are all right, actually. They are all right. Checking chow mein is another good one. Oh, dear me.
They're going down the chicken route now.
Yeah.
Nobody's come up much for Undoy.
No.
No,
That's pretty hard, isn't it?
It is.
To do, isn't it, really?
Speak me.
It is.
bit
There you go,
un-
Steve
it's a bit
Talbot's put up a
annoying.
picture of a pie. Nice one. Thank you for that, Steve. Chicken donut. Right. You had a bit of good news today, didn't you, mate?
I did have some good news today.
Yes.
Yeah. As a lot of, well, as a few of you might know, that I do. I did have a problem last April where I had a slight tumour in my bladder, and I had my 9-month checkup today.
A checkup.
Checkup. Hey!
Hey!
Nearly 9 o'clock.
People think we make this up, as we go. We do. And it was all clear. So I'm going to go back for another 9 months now. So
Excellent.
I'm pretty chuffed.
Wonderful.
I'm all clear.
Jamie Bevan says, "Will you be saying this on the bus? Can I check your ticket, please?" Well, there you go. So yeah, good news, Chris. Really pleased for you. I'm glad everything's gone all
Yeah,
right.
it's good, yeah.
And,
Wayne Merricks and Jez McDonough, congratulations on the all clear.
Yeah.
Marvellous news. Good news, Mrs. Brown. Undoy will always love you.
Oh, brilliant. We've been waiting all night for an
Yeah,
Enjoy one.
sorry, Rob, you've won the prize. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well done, lads.
Absolutely brilliant. Superb show, that one, mate. Nice one.
I think that's overtook, hasn't it?
It took an hour and 27 minutes, but I finally appreciated the comment with enjoying it tonight.
That's a good one.
Yeah, everyone's saying great news, Chris. Thumbs up.
Yeah, thanks.
Blah, 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 blah.
Massive
great news
love
on
back,
a great
massive.
news, pal. Great news, Chris from Allison. And just got to wish Sharon all the very best tomorrow. She's going in for surgery on her neck.
Yeah, good luck,
So I
Sharon.
hope that all goes well there. And I might get her to cook the breakfast this time for the crew.
Crikey. I can see it.
It's £30 a ticket each, regardless of age, on the bus. The bus holds 24. I'm having 1-2 minimum. I shall talk to my kids when I get home in a bit, see if any of them want to go as well. So
I think there'll be three or four of us coming.
four of you.
Possibly.
So that's 6.
3 or 4, yeah.
Mrs. Brown?
Oh, yeah.
How many?
Will it be 2 minimum?
7, 8.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So we're halfway there, anyway.
So we're a third of the way there already.
Yeah, 24. So it's pretty exclusive.
It is very exclusive. It's a very,
Yeah.
very posh bus, by the
It's
way. You
posh,
do
yeah.
travel in style. It's executive, and it really is honestly always a brilliant, brilliant night out.
Yeah.
Well, a strange show this has been yet again. The Check and Doy show. And oh, brilliant! I love it.
Save the show, that has. That comment.
Sing that from the stands, and Doy will always love you. And if you want a ticket for this bus, get in touch very, very quickly because they're going to go.
I think
They
it's
are gonna
sold.
sell out. There's a third sold already.
John Lyons says 2, please.
There you go.
Robert Doyle wanted 1. Just the one, Robert, was it?
Get in touch with Chris Brown directly, not on this page here. Get in touch with Chris Brown directly so that he can keep tabs on what's going on and who's coming. But it is a good day out. We have a beer order before you get to Utoxeter. The pub's primed up and all your beers are poured ready for you when you walk in.
Paul Hart wants 2. Robert Doyle wants 2.
There you go. Nearly sold it out.
Yeah.
Right, okay, good luck to the Blues tomorrow night. This is a biggie. We've got to do this. We've got to do this, and we've got to beat Huddersfield. We've got to fill St Andrews, beat Huddersfield, because I want to be at that Man United game. Because the best ever Man United game that I was at, we stuffed them 5-1. Do you remember that one, Mrs. Brown?
I do.
5-1. I was at the back of the Tilton. The place was absolutely rocking. We didn't have a seat. There were no seats back then.
Was it
all
52?
standing.
52,000?
All standing. 5-1. And they scored first. United at home. Sure.
Hairs are on the back of my neck.
Right, okay, it's time for us to go to the talk show next Monday night, 7:30 through till 9. We'll see if we can get Graham back on next week. We should be back in the UK by then.
Yeah.
Have a bit of a roundup on the game, as we missed out on him tonight.
Yeah.
What can we say? It's all about tomorrow.
Bring on tomorrow.
And it's all about Saturday. And then it's all about Huddersfield. And then it's all about the scum.
It is.
And then it's all about them ragheads from Manchester. We can do this. Win every game. That's all we're going to do. Win every game. FA Cup finals. FA Cup winners.
Sounds good.
League One.
Yeah.
It's been great having you lot on tonight. Well done. Thanks for all your comments and everything. You make it. All we do is just put it together and just sit here laughing. Brilliant night out. It's always a great night out on a Monday night. I look forward to it every single week. And we could do it. We can do this, Chris. Do you think?
We can do it.
Yes?
Yes.
Let's do it. We've got to do it together. Good night.
Just quickly, thank you for all your good wishes. Good night.
Let's hear it from the stand. So come on, sing this song once more. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you